The world is broken. Broken by the gods who gave it life, then abandoned it. We have been left to fend for ourselves, our divine essence bonding with the plants, which we reshaped into weapons, bonding with the sea, which then reshaped us. Next was the insects, and then the beasts of the land. We found remnants of the gods, chaos, the power to transform reality, but it was not meant for us to wield. The secret societies, with both noble and selfish goals, have tried to control it. Something has changed. Gaia has awoken from her slumber, and Asunder has begun to devour itself. The Naga have betrayed the Alliance. Demons flood the Black Isle, and the dead have begun to rise. Most deny the end is coming. We've seen the signs, cannot turn back. We are the Seekers, and we will find the answers wherever they take us. Our story can be your story.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our show. You're watching Asunder, Gaia's Judgment. I'm Becca Scott, your element of chaos for the evening. And soon you will meet or see again Amy Vorpahl, our fearless keeper, and our other players, Jeremy Walker, Chris Wu, and Satine Phoenix. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to get into this game. But first I want to tell you about Asunder because they are sponsoring this episode. They are a brand new RPG system that is coming to Kickstarter in 1 week from today. So excited about this launch. And I want to tell you about a giveaway that we are doing. I think that I have a little image of something we're giving away this evening. It is a gift from a wonderful company called Dragon Burn Designs, and they have made custom wood-burned Asunder swag for us. We have 6 episodes planned, and so we have 6 items that you see in this image, and we're giving away a dice catapult tonight. So we're going to be doing that at the midpoint of our show this evening, and I have it right here. Whoever wins will give me their shipping address, and I will send it to you. It has felt inside. It's really nice, even inside this little catapult right here. And I think you do one of those. That sound, it was very satisfying. Thanks so much to Dragon Burn Designs for giving us these products to give away to you. And if you want to check them out, it's dragonburndesigns.com. So I'm going to give everybody a keyword at the middle of our show right after our break, and you could be eligible to win. All right, let's talk a little bit more about this world of Asunder. It is a brand new RPG, so of course we are the first to get to premiere it. Asunder is a dark tabletop RPG set in a dying world, which very uniquely does not have any metal within it. To survive, the divine essence inside humans has allowed them to alter their world, reshaping plants and insects into living weapons and complex tools, as you heard the voice of Matt Mercer in that incredible animatic tell you at the beginning here. Now, this world has begun to devour itself. The dead are infected by fungi. They've begun to rise, and plagues sweep the jungles. Chaos shards burst from beneath the surface of the land, and some crazy people eat them. I don't know what their deal is. Oh, okay, I did that. Asunder is brought to us by Adam Lawson of Tabletop fame, who created the world, and the game mechanics were built by Brian Engard of Fate Core and Rob Schwalb of 5e fame. And I just want to show you some more images of these incredible minis from the different worlds within Asunder. They're really, really fantastic. And the Asunder Kickstarter campaign is going to go live next Tuesday, November 17th. And we're going to be right here with another episode continuing this campaign and celebrating the launch. So please tune in again next week. And within the campaign, there are going to be 2 source books, 2 sets of epic minis, a novel, a keeper screen, and custom dice. Bam! That's no joke right there. So that you can sign up on the pre-launch page to be notified. There's a link if you scroll down whatever page you're watching on, or you can go to bit.ly/AsunderRPG. And if you want to get a sneak peek at the Seeker's Guide, then you can check out the Quick Start Guide, and the short link for that is in our YouTube description, or I'll tell you right now, it's bit.ly/Asunder_QSG Quick Start Guide. And without further ado, I'm going to bring our game master in here, Ms. Amy Vorpahl. Please take it away. Tell us more.
Yes. Hello, everybody. So glad to be back. I know this is normally where I go in to tell you a little bit about the game, but I think Matt Mercer and Becca both did a great job. Listen, no metal, no deities. It's a living, breathing, decaying, dying world. But the one thing I want to focus on this week is what's cool about Asunder. So the book itself, while it is a new RPG game with some fun new mechanics, it's also basically a campaign setting. So it's the entire world. You will not be, when you take a look at it, your imagination is just going to go bonkers. Everything at your fingertips, and you're kind of encouraged to go freaking weird. So all the darkness in your brain in Asunder just lights up. And the main thing that I just in this last week, I was thinking about, my favorite thing about Asunder is that there's no race, there's no even skin color, there's no gender, there's no hierarchy of anything as far as body and composition. The whole world is based on people who use their essence within themselves that the gods gave them to bond to something. So there's no other. A human, and every character in this world is human, every player character, they're seeking something, but they need something else to fulfill their true potential. So it's just a really fun metaphor where no matter who you are, if you're human, your essence bond, depending on which island you're from, bonds with something else. And in that way, you can just think about it like there's nothing that is separate from me. So yes, there's evil and destruction and things to fight and monsters and terrible, devastatingly beautiful locations, but anything's possible. And it just sunk into my brain this last week, a really great gift that Asunder has given us. There's just no room for any sort of prejudice at all. So I think we're blessed with a diverse cast that we can represent as much as we can. And other than that, I think it's time to start the game and meet these wonderful characters. So let's do it. I've got Onyx on the board first. Onyx, if you can tell us a little bit about your character. I mean, Jeremy, if you could tell us about your character.
Let me unmute myself here. My name is Jeremy S. Walker, better known as Onyx Obsidian. I'm a bliced out sky dancer from Sky City. If you don't know where Sky City is, just look up. And it's pretty much the shiniest, sparkliest, best place that you can find on Asunder. I've got an airship called Perrier because it's always sparkling. And, you know, I'm just out here, you know, joining this crew, doing the thing. I leveled up, and I leveled up to Marauder because I felt like I needed to seize advantage over my enemies in any way I could, any means necessary. That was something that my father taught me before he passed, and my grandfather took it from there. And
before you continue, I want you to keep going. But Becca, can we see a picture of Onyx?
Please, yes. Look at pictures of Onyx.
Okay, keep going. Your grandfather?
Yes, all those wonderful people that have been in my life. My father and my mother were a little bit rebellious, I should say. And unfortunately, they lost their lives when I was about 10 years old. But so my grandfather raised me on Sky City. And he raised me to defy gravity, something that we Sky City people do very, very well. And one of the things that I had to learn the hard way, if you'll go back a few weeks when we had this unfortunate incident in the Shabwab worm of God knows what. And I had to deal with something with somebody named Ray Telg. and Raytel is part of the Naga. What happened was I had to, well, we were all forced to remove an appendage from someone for Raytel, which was quite disgusting. But I learned something in that during that moment, and I learned that I'm going to have to do things maybe not the way that everyone likes to do it, but you can call it fighting dirty. And I have no problem with doing that because this is Asunder and I can pretty much do whatever I want. Because also,
well, there are mechanics, and I am the keeper. So.
Well,
but I'm going to cut you off there. We've got Skydancer, we've got Marauder, and I have a packed game plan. So
I can just go on all night.
I know you could, and I love that about Onyx, and I love that about you. All of these characters are so rich. The backstories are insane. Everybody's written amazing stuff, and I can't wait to see it play out. So let's take a look at Sonia now. If you could tell us what your path and which island you hail from too. Hey, Sonia.
Hi, guys. Satine here. I am Sonia of the Crystal Grass tribe in the land of Pakari. We of Pakari are essence bonded with beasts. I could always connect with beasts, but in my youth, bonded with a strange creature never before seen. Palm, my flying jaguar with massive black condor wings. I am of the bonded path. This deep bond grants me Palm's feline beast aspect.
That's perfect. Becca, can we see a picture of Sonia real quick before we move on to Pyrus? Yeah, look at that. Yes, very scantily clad, very, very Jaguar-esque. I love it. Flying Jaguar-esque. So yeah, we'll see what happens to Sonia. She was left worse for the wear in last session. And Pyrus, can you tell us a little bit about your demon hunter character?
Hi guys, my name is Chris Wu, and I play Pyrus Olam Godard of the Black Isles. I am quiet and a little socially awkward, but for the most part, hailing from the Black Isles, I am bonded with my body. My essence is bonded with my body, and thus I am use it as a sort of living weapon. I have chosen the path as the survivor to because I enjoy the pain that it helps distract me from everything else in the world, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Pyrus. That was perfect, and the art is just amazing. Maybe Nira is up next, and that is played by our moderator, I guess, Becca. So can you tell us who drew those and who we have to thank for them?
Yes, George Booker is an amazing artist that did this character art for us, and now I have to sort of do my nearest snare.
Snarl.
Yes, Nira with the sneera. Because she's unafraid. Let me tell you, my darling, I am a risk taker. And I am unafraid of anyone or anything. And maybe sometimes it doesn't go my way, and I take on a new scar for that. And I earned it, and I like it that way. I thought perhaps I would follow the path of the vanguard, as you know, and that seemed fine for a while, until I was tempted by chaos. You understand that us mainlanders are some of the few that can bond to chaos. In fact, the only that can bond to chaos itself, the power that the gods have left behind. And it would be, well, denying my homeland to not choose to connect with such a thing, wouldn't it be? So I have abandoned the path of vanguard because I saw I must pursue my bonded nature. And I have bonded to chaos itself, which gives me super sweet new powers. And, what's up to George Booker? He's hanging out on YouTube and did our art. Thanks, George. All right.
Yeah, I just want to say, too, that, yes, narratively, damn, Nira, you got it. But what mechanically happened is everyone leveled up and everyone chose a different path. We chose Bonded, we chose Vanguard, we chose Marauder, we chose Survivor, and everyone had a different path. And then last game, Nira swallowed a chaos shard, which is absolutely insane. And both Adam and I thought, she's not a vanguard anymore. This girl is bonded, and you'll know what that means when you buy the book, but it's absolutely insane. It was totally a character choice, and we fit the mechanics to fit the character choice. So every character choice, every narrative action is supported by the mechanics versus the other way around, which is awesome about Asunder. This game is gnarly and weird. So I want to get going because we've got a lot to do today. I'm going to just tell you guys what happened last time real quickly. Okay. Chabwub, the Picari bonded to Kai, who was a worm, a big old worm underground that actually was a black market inside of him in his cavity. Chabwub demanded an answer for mutilating his giant worm. So Pyrus tried to explain that the reason Kai was sick, but Nira panicked and swallowed the evidence. It just so happens that the evidence was a chaos shard. And the shard was indeed making Kai sick, and who knows what it would do inside Nira. After a small bout of exchanging blows, Onyx, by the way, casually pinging in with an arrow from the comfort of the brothel, Chabwub ordered his guards to cease and desist, recognizing that this could lead to more bloodshed than he wanted. Sonia persuaded Chabwub to commune with his worm to determine if Kai really was healed. Chabwub confirmed and then gave his essence to Kai, closing Kai's wound for good. As thanks, Chabwub handed over the Seed of Gaia and a map with directions to Risipik, the insect weaver island where the Seekers could activate the seed. Then the Seekers went on a shopping spree initiated by Nira, but funded by Onyx.
Sorry.
Jacked up with tons of underworld drugs, the Seekers flew the Perrier, Onyx blinged out, or should I say bliced out, skyship to the land of New Gaia, where the island of insect weavers awaited in a terrible storm. Can we see the map of New Gaia? During the storm, Nira tripped out due to her Chaos Shard's new presence inside of her. Onyx and Pyrus saved the ship multiple times with their control over both Blyce and the rudder, respectively, and Sonia navigated. During landing, however, Sonia and her Jaguar Palm fell out of the ship, which also dropped to crash the last few yards. Sonia and Palm scouted their location, noticed some humans watching them from the jungle, but they quickly disappeared when 3 giant water striders appeared in the ocean, and the Seekers broke into combat. Sonia immediately used Palm to launch her into the sky and drop her full weight onto a strider, all but burying it in the ocean. Pyrus plugged himself into Perrier's thorn cannon and gave of his essence to strike the nearest strider multiple times with thorn shrapnel. Nira dove straight into the toxic ocean and swam to secure a hold on the last strider, who made its way to Sonia and chomped on her, knocking her unconscious and poisoning her. Onyx messed with some gravity, floated into the air, and then gave himself and his glass blade more gravity to bullet land on the assailant strider in the same way Sonia had previously, pushing its body into the ocean like a whack-a-mole. Nira restored Sonia, who sprung back to life, feral and angry. Nira assisted Palm to launch a salivating, vengeful Sonia at the final water strider, who was recently struck and weakened by Pyrus's thorn cannon. Sonia landed heavily on the water strider's thorax, breaking it in two as it slammed down into the shallow beach, and the Seekers celebrated their victory. But the danger was just beginning. You all find yourselves worse for the wear on the beaches of Risipik, this odd insect weaver island described to you and directed to you by Chabwub. You've all taken some damage. Sonia, you're still poisoned. And one of you has the Seed of Gaia. Let's see what that looks like. It's a chaotic artifact. And Nira, you hold within yourself a chaos shard. Never forget. Pyrus, you've definitely taken some strain, giving your essence to operate the thorn cannon. And the jungle remains just as menacing as before, but only silence greets you. You know you're looking for some sort of temple or shrine because you would like to activate a Seed of Gaia, and Chabwub has told you that the way to do that on this island is to dip it into a wellspring. And what you know about well springs is actually very little, but you know that they are heavily guarded but Chabweb had a feeling that you might be able to find it on your own and maybe get there safely. Fingers crossed. Is there anything you want to do at the moment?
Onyx, why did Chabweb think we would be able to find this? He just said an island. That's so vague.
It is, but Chabweb trusts me. He knows that I can pretty much find anything. It's just been, kind of our relationship over the years.
Arrogance doesn't get you through everything, Onyx.
That's not being arrogant. It's just being right.
All right, then where is it?
I don't know, but if we put our heads together, all arrogance aside, I'm convinced that we will find it.
Now,
I don't feel so good.
Right. Oh, here, you should probably swallow this. And I just put a handful of my sawgrass powder into her mouth. Chew, darling. I know, it's very dry. I don't have any liquid.
yeah,
Just
so
keep chewing.
I don't know that sawgrass. I think sawgrass doesn't heal.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of
Pure poison.
spit gland for you.
Svit gland would do the trick.
Yeah,
I
do it.
do want
Yes.
to
Well, I'm very
sawgrass,
sorry, and I still don't have water.
So I'm just like chomping on it. I look at Nira. I absolutely believe Nira. Chewing on it. Onyx gives it to me. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Now, the sawgrass, when you take sawgrass, you do heal some damage. So you minus some damage equal to your healing rate. So Sonia, if you were injured and you had some damage, you can gain or make some damage disappear equal to your healing rate.
Thank you. However, does Onyx's heal my poison?
Svit gland.
It does, doesn't it? I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can remove one poisoned affliction. So you become unpoisoned, which is really good because a poison affliction would mean that you had to roll a bane with every roll for the duration.
Here's the thing. I've heard spit gland will make you vomit uncontrollably, but the sawgrass powder is so dry that your mouth is too coated and the vomit can't leave.
I'm just foaming at the mouth.
Yes, all of this is true. It's technically like both of these things are technically weirdly poison. Like the spit gland is from a weird lizard, and the sawgrass powder is just like this chalky green substance. It's really not delicious, is how I'll say it.
Onyx uses his gravitational pulls here and just gets a really thin stick that he sees on the ground. Just gets a little. Sonia, get a little something in your teeth.
Thank you.
Just get that. Yeah, if you could just. Yeah. That's good.
Thank you.
Amazing. Well, with one member of your party healed, you don't have much time before the jungle itself seems to be taking over yourselves, and you feel this sense inside of you that you do not have control over your bodies. You're drawn to the jungle, and what first looked like rainwater glistening off leaves and the ground plants now seems to have some order to the twinkling chaos. In the thick of the jungle, you can make out a pattern of glowing fern-like plants on the floor, glowing ferns, and then some fungal mushrooms, some glowing mushrooms that are on the tree trunks. They do seem to have a pattern to them, but we'll see if you're drawn to these lights as if you've lost your own will. But let's see if you are totally at the whim of these just twinkling and enthralling plants. So everyone, real quick, make a will challenge roll. And remember, you can add your modifier, but I'm going to say you're rolling it with one bane. The storm has subsided a little, but the power is very, very strong.
I was cocked.
I've hidden behind a tree, and I'm just trying to vomit up these whatever's in my mouth so no one else sees. I rolled a 2.
Perfect.
We're rolling with a bane, you said.
With one bane. Mm-hmm.
One bane.
Oh, with a bane.
Yeah, sorry.
I also I rolled a 9 minus 1 because of my will, and then I minus 6 because of my bane. So I also rolled a 2.
So I rolled a 3 on my d20, but I have +2 of will.
Uh-huh.
And then after I subtract the 4, that makes a 1. That's a 1.
Onyx, are you gonna
Well-
save this party?
let's continue on that amazing roll sequence that we've all had here. Because I rolled a 2 on my d20, and I have a -1 in my will, and I rolled a 4 on the bane. So Russian.
Nice.
Oh my
Good
gosh.
start.
Okay.
Did well.
All right.
Yeah.
Onyx, roll a d6 real quick.
Okay. How about not the same one I just did? What do you think?
That's what you get.
That's a 1.
A 1. Okay. Great. All of you take 1 strain, but Onyx, you take an additional strain. Just 1 extra strain for that d6.
Fantastic.
If you go negative, that's going to be a little bit more severe. So yes, you're basically hypnotized by these lighted and glowing plants, and you just move as fast as you can, your normal walking speed, into the jungle, and you see the pattern. It's very, and the pattern of lights guides you even further. And as you pass one fern, it kind of fades away, and then a new glowing mushroom lights up. And as you pass the glowing mushroom, it fades away, and a new fern. So it goes fern, mushroom, and you are just guided through this this kind of maze into the jungle.
Onyx kind of starts to like float a little bit.
Oh,
As everyone's
amazing!
going ahead, I'm going to cut the last mushroom that stopped glowing and put it into my cloak.
Are you okay? Let's see if you do. Do another. You're gonna have to overcome the sense of wonderment in order to kill off one of these glowing things. So roll another will challenge roll. And Sonia, just so you know, you were too distracted before, but every time when Onyx lifts above the ground, you've got a blue crystal that you're holding on to, and this blue crystal communicates with you, and it's more of an empathic feeling as opposed to just words. But this crystal is feeling extremely uncomfortable, and maybe you're even getting a sense of jealousy from your blue crystal that's in your pack.
Jealousy. Oh, interesting. It's an earring on my ear.
Okay.
And it's like, huh? I'm trying to understand what this jealousy thing is.
Do you see? I mean, are you trying to talk to it or commune with it and gain more knowledge? So just do an intelligence challenge roll real quick.
Okay.
Becca, what did you get for your will?
I on my d20 got an 11, but I have +2 in my will modifier, so that's a 13.
Okay. Yeah, you were able to cut it off, and then something's going to happen. But first, Sonia, what are you trying to? What was your intelligence roll?
14 with a -1.
Awesome. Yeah. So you kind of tune in, and it's almost like it's not quite like your essence is bonding with it, but it feels similar. So your mind is kind of melding with this crystal that you've had for a while, and you empathetically communicate, seek knowledge, tell me more, curiosity. The crystal emotes back anger and discomfort, and it is really pointed towards Onyx. And even in your trance, you get this direction, and your eyes are just drawn to Onyx, and you kind of are overtaken with the same sort of just discomfort that he's not walking, he's floating above the ground.
I want to kind of stalk him a little bit, but I would like to say that I feel like Palm would be really excited about all these lit mushrooms and little like lights, and would like kind of try to pounce on them, and their wings would kind of go.
Yes.
They're like just jumping from one to the other. Well,
yes,
I'm
like playing with, yeah. So Palm is having the time of her life. Sorry.
His life.
Palm is having the time of his life. He's playing. He is not quite controlled by this trance, but you in your trance, you're just following him, and you've chosen. By the way, you, Sonia, do not necessarily feel jealousy towards Onyx, but once you're tuned into your crystal, that's what's kind of driving you right now. Nira, you have, in your curiosity and chaotic ways, chopped off one of these mushrooms that definitely glows of its own accord. So it is bioluminescent, and you get the sense that in its state, you cut it off, it's going to keep glowing for a while. You put it in your sack, but you hear, as you do that, this giggle screech. And all of you, she shows herself to you. This woman who is, she almost looks like a kind of not a mech suit, but like a scuba suit with electronics on it. She's so lit up. She's 100%, from what you can tell, naked, but all you can see are the fibers going through it. It's like her veins and arteries are all lit up with this glowing fibrous material, and the glowingness, the light bounces around. So not every single part of her body is lit up in the same way. There are blues and greens and purples, and it's dancing. The light is just dancing inside of her and manifesting through these veins that give light all around. And she says, "I like my creations."
Oh, I do. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Nira. This is yours if you want it back.
No, why would I want it back? You have killed. It is the process of life. But for everything you kill, you must give birth to something new. What will you create?
Oh. Hold on. She puts the mushroom in her pocket, and Nira takes out the knife she's been hanging on to and cuts a chunk of her hair and hands it towards the lit up lady.
Thank you. My, you are good at destruction. And now what will you create?
That's a creation. It's a doll. It's a hair doll.
Well, not yet, it isn't. Right now you have cut and chopped and murdered the plant, and then you have cut and chopped your own hair.
Can I?
Sure, Pyrus. Yeah, please. Help
I have
me.
the plant tender profession. Is there anywhere I can find like a seed or something and quickly plant it and be like, look, there.
Yes, perfect. Okay, I just want to make sure you can find it. So roll a perception, either perception or intelligence, and because you have this profession, I'll give you a boon for it.
Cool. That is a 21.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you actually, if you're a plant tender, you know what to look for, and these are like sickly sweet seeds with slime on them on the outside, because you know that once they're in dirt, they kind of will immediately blossom. So you find these enormous jungle flowers, and they're huge petals. They're like one petal is like an entire yard long, and within them it's almost like berries, but you know not to eat them, and they are just seeds with slime on them. And you pop one and you just shove it into the earth, and immediately a little sprout pops up. And she says, "Oh, I see. Yes, you are good. You have taken from the fruit of the earth and then created more. That is what I study. And yet your friend has yet to do anything of creation. I have a sense that perhaps you can create. You have this ability, yes?"
I've never tried anything like that before, but well, let me give it a try.
Yes, you must, or I must kill you.
Okay, so it's interesting. I think that now is the time when Nira needs to create matter, and she knows that she can do this. Usually she's practiced on just some small weapons, but she's going to close her eyes and focus very deeply as she rubs her hands together and then puts them out in front of her. And what she's attempting to do is sprout first a ball of chaos itself that is sort of like a ball of light energy, and from it a little sprout will blossom in her hands, and this will only last for about a minute, but maybe it'll be enough. No, its duration is 1 hour, actually. Psych.
Amazing. Yes, and enough to convince her that it's a real thing, right? So yeah, you I guess so you are using one of your essence powers. That is going to require you to either take a discord or a damage, a health damage.
It's true.
Wait,
sure
no,
is.
2 damage
Two
or
damage
1
or 1 discord. So my damage is at 0, and my discord is at 3 from last session because I kept jumping in toxic water. So
Yes.
maybe I'll spread the love and take it as damage. And I think what I'd like to do, if this does continue to grow for an hour, is let it kind of grow and mold around my whole body and become a sort of like viney armor of sorts.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. Okay. So I want to see, it's chaos, right? So I want to see if this goes badly for you.
Of course you do.
This seems like, let's see. So you're doing discord. So this is just going to be your strength. So like what your body can withstand as you channel the chaos inside of you. Real quick, just make a strength challenge roll. You can add no boons or banes. You can add your modifier to it.
Oh, exactly 10.
Nice. Okay, this happens exactly as you planned it. So first of all, channeling chaos is wonderful. It's like drinking from the sacred milk of the deities who aren't here, but you love it. This just tastes good and warm and sweet and tingly inside of you, and it happens to be inside of you. So it emanates from you, and everyone around you is just looking at how, it's almost more interesting to watch you and your face light up. You were like a kid on Christmas, and this ball of chaotic blue energy crackles in your hand until it just turns lovely. It's a vine, but it flowers, and the petals poke out and then disappear to give way to another flower. This is a living, breathing organism. It's not just one flower. It's not just one plant. And it does start to grow up your wrist. And this woman, who's very clearly a plant weaver, you could just tell by the weird veins that she has, she goes, "Oh, you have succeeded. You have created something where there was nothing. You have destroyed life, and you have given creation. This is exact. I am so, and I love it."
What is your name?
You said Nira, right? I am Nastasa. I am one of the builders of the petrified temple.
Oh, we are looking for your temple. May we enter it?
Oh, everyone may enter the temple. I don't know why you would want to. They, like I, celebrate decay. We find the beauty in death because it gives of life. Death is a sacrifice worth taking, not for all, and some resist. But at the end of the day, oh, is it a wonder to behold? You never know what can come from death.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I helped build the petrified temple of my own accord, but I can see that you love channeling within yourself, and I have given plenty of my own essence to the building, and Yensok believes, and I believe too, that I've given enough. And so now I wander through the brush and the jungle, and I help create new things and guide people to the petrified temple.
And destroy other things in this forest?
Yes, of course.
Right.
Well, you cannot create from nothing, and you cannot destroy nothing. It is one of life's dichotomies.
Hmm.
If you are seeking it, we can go right there.
No. We're seeking the petrified temple, not the destruction for
Yes, they
ourselves.
are one and the same. For even the petrified temple is built of wood, old wood. And I helped to petrify it, burying it, suffocating it, relieving it of oxygen. And it's turned into beautiful, different colors, almost stone-like, but not. You can see the traces of life that once was.
Okay.
Do we have much of a choice?
Right now, you could always run.
Iris, get it together. We're going to your temple. I'll lead the way. And I start cutting through because I know that if this plant weaver were to touch me, she would experience some discord because my now plant armor that I'm wearing for the next hour doesn't cause discord to me to wear it, but will to anyone who touches it.
Ooh, amazing. Okay, so you're feeling strong. Yes, and all of you do feel the trance of these flowers and the glowing mushrooms fade away as you are brought back to yourself. And she looks at yes.
What? Oh, wow. That was what did you just do to me?
It was probably a typical weekend for you, was it not?
I mean, I haven't felt that way since
We were at the worm thing.
Well, yes, that was that was at the end of that moment that I felt that bliss. But that was the different type of bliss that I'm talking about.
No,
there.
that
was
just
something.
you. That was this too.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
me.
This was something else. This was like I don't know.
Are you interested in learning more?
Well, define learning more, because I'm not gonna kill myself to learn whatever it is that you're gonna teach me. If that's how your little bargain ship works here, I don't know if that's how we're gonna do it.
No, I'm willing to teach. If you would like to learn more, I am a plant weaver after all. I use my brain, and two brains are exponentially better than one. If you would like to learn of what I do and what the study is, perhaps you could be not sacrificed. Your lot would not be lotteried.
Lottery?
What is it that? So,
Sacrifice.
how can you teach me what it is that you know?
Yeah, I think there's something in this temple you're not telling us about.
Well, ask me anything. I'm an open book.
What is palm sense?
Okay, yes. Palm. Does Palm have his own stat? Not yet. Okay. So I want you to do a quick do an intelligence challenge roll, and I will oppose it with my intelligence.
Okay.
14.
15.
I had 12
-1.
plus 3. I'm a plant weaver, so I have 15. You know that she's a little. I mean, look, the people that you're going to encounter here. Chadwell warned you. They're all. There's something going on here. There's something that's not quite right. It's a bit cultish. There's a mantra that is being spread that isn't quite right. And it definitely isn't New Gaian. New Gaia is all about growth and using Gaia's will to make more. You've heard that the Council of Mothers also enjoys humans, sacrificing humans to Gaia, because they believe that once a human dies, Gaia is able to absorb their essence. But it's something like that. But Pyrus, you know about the Red Alliance, and this is more in line with their beliefs, which is just pit humans against each other, death, 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 destruction, 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 chaos, chaos, chaos. Let no one band together.
Do I want to take a look around? Is she by herself? Is there anyone else around?
Do a perception challenge roll.
Do I get a boon? I have a tracker profession.
Yeah, you have a boon.
Awesome.
Well done.
Oh, good, because that brings me. Nope, that didn't help at all. That was a 6, not a 9.
Yeah, I mean, she's alone as far as you can tell.
Okay.
She's all alone. I mean, you can tell she has a control of the plants, but the only way that you can see it manifest is, lights on, lights off.
Got it. You said something about Yansuk. What is that?
Yansuk is our martyr. He is the great martyr. One day it will come his time, and he will release all of us from the temple. It's unclear. What?
No, I'm going to be a great martyr.
You're the great martyr?
I'm going to be the great martyr. Well, not from your god.
There are no gods.
Yansuk can be your martyr.
Wait, what are you? You're the great martyr?
Well, What? I
love it. Becca, keep going. This is crazy. Go.
Well, yeah, I kind of was spoken to by Gaia, I'm pretty sure, and she told me I'd be the martyr, but it's not time yet, so it's not here.
That sounds just like Yansuk.
Maybe he and I should talk. I don't know.
Maybe you should talk. No one talks to Yansuk.
Why not?
Yansuk sits at the top of the petrified temple. Yansuk is not to be bothered.
Yeah, but she's the great martyr. Why can't she talk to him?
Well,
Are you sure that Yansuk is there? Have you seen Yansuk with your eyes?
we see him from time to time. He makes an appearance. With his insect, his weta beetle. It is a sight to behold. But he does it. He just shows himself and then he retreats once more. You mentioned that you were interested in my teachings.
Yes, I am. If you can lead us to where we need to go, I'd be happy to learn from you, and maybe along the way we can help each other.
I'm pretty sure the glowing plants are leading right there. But
yes,
I think that it might be some sort of trap. Maybe learn what she has to teach, then she'll tell us what is waiting for us.
She is the great martyr, so she leads the way.
That is very confusing because there is already a great martyr, but I have been wrong before. And if the great martyr dies, why, certainly there should be another great martyr. I'm intrigued. What I must tell you, tell me your experience with death and decay. Do you love it? Do you revere it? Can you show me?
His name is Onyx.
Death, decay, me?
Yeah, yes.
Pretty sure you wanted to learn her trade.
Yeah, that's all you, bud.
Well, if you're asking me what I know about death, I know something very, there's been some death very, very close to me.
Yes.
My parents.
The life givers.
Why are you bringing them into this?
Why are you're the what? I didn't.
You asked him. I'm sorry, but when I hear anything about them, it triggers something in me.
You brought them up, Onyx.
She asked me about death. That's the only death that I know.
It's her whole thing. She worships death.
What does it bring up in you? What does it bring up in you?
It brings up rage. It brings up anger.
Yes, use the anger. Show me. Kill something.
You don't have to.
I don't want to kill anything.
I'm not gonna watch.
Give me something of yours to kill.
We're in a forest.
This is awkward. I did that. Didn't go well.
Are you very angry?
I guess we'll have to see.
Your parents, did they love you? And she moves closer to you and she touches your face. Did they?
Don't do that.
Were they so happy that you were their son? Do you miss them very much? Would you have more direction if they were here? Did they say, Onyx, you are our son. You are our boy. I love you. I would do anything for you.
I am very uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, this is really weird.
Could you not touch the?
I actually
face?
take my club, my spike club, and I do that like I'm like protecting Onyx with it, and I kind of get those spikes up under her neck again, just like gently. I'm like, move back up.
Yes.
And my stash pocket just begins to sort of open, and I'm bringing up a crystal shard that's really close to just go right into her eyes if need be.
You mean your glass? And she looks at it. I feel the rage. I feel it. I hate pure light, but I enjoy what the glass might be able to do to me. I want it. Show me your rage. Show me the destruction and decay that you are capable of. And then maybe we will be friends.
Oh yeah, no, I back her up. I back her up to the other side of wherever we're at. I'm just like, no. And I just start pushing her like at least 5 or 10 feet. And I just start like, cause I'm 6 feet tall and I'm just like.
I back up Sonia on sort of flanking with just a tendril of this constructed vine coming towards her and like poking her.
And I've got the glass just right in her face. Just ready to pierce.
Okay.
We're all like pushed her back.
Yeah, and she looks at you and just looks sad and said, "Well, I gave you a chance, didn't I?" And you can see this you can see some tendrils poking out of her that are like glowing roots from her body, kind of all over, almost like a cilia or like caterpillar legs. And she says, there are 3 ways to get to Yuan-Sak. You can get there by stealth, submission, or force. Maybe I'll see you later. And without warning, she just burrows under the ground. And you can see the cilia kind of digging a hole for her. And she's I will say, because you're also very close, if there's any person who wants to do anything, you have 1 round to do something before she's gone.
She wants to see rage? Let's show her a little rage.
I guess we're going with force, I say, as I want to.
The glass shard's going right between the eyes.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm trying to restrain her. I want the vine to sort of go under her armpits and hold her from going too deep in the ground.
Amazing. Sonia, Pyrus, you want to do anything?
I would like to use I use the spikes on that other person. I would like to do the same, but kind of keep her kind of held up from going under.
Oh, you mean old Pud?
Yeah, like I did with the neck.
Amazing. Pyrus?
Good.
Oh, buddy,
I'm
old
still
Pud.
so confused about what's going on. I kind of freeze.
We're playing a role-playing game, Chris.
Okay.
I know that.
No, I'm going to say you don't. You absolutely don't freeze. Your fatal flaw is triggered. You're doubting everything that you see. You second guess yourself in some weird action. What is that?
I hug her and try to protect her.
Okay, amazing. Okay, let's resolve all of this. Yes. So because of this fatal flaw and you escalated the scene, Pyrus, you're going to get a secret point. But let's do Nira. Let's do Onyx first, because she was right up at you, and then Sonia, and then Nira, and then Pyrus. So Onyx, let's do an attack roll. This will just be, I guess Crystal could be finesse. So So
Well,
sure.
are we using the glass or the? I mean.
Oh yeah, you had your pointed pure light glass shards, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had that. Can I seize advantage? I'd like to seize advantage.
You can seize the advantage. Yes.
Attack roll with 1 boon.
Amazing.
You should have never brought up my parents.
And you get to add a +3 for your agility.
Okay. So that's going to be a 9 on the D20 with a 6 on the boon.
Amazing. +3.
+3. So what's that? A 21? Or no,
not
18.
quite.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But still,
Had really no sleep the last couple of days. 18.
18. Amazing. Okay, you definitely hit her. So now roll damage. I think it's 1d3 damage. But you are calling. Yeah, you got it. You got it fair and square. But you did do a called shot right in her eye. So let's go ahead. Yeah, 1d3 damage. I think that. So that's a d6 divided by 2.
Okay.
Round down.
It's a 3.
A 3?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2. Okay, so that's 2 damage, but it goes right into her eye and she squeals with delight. And the same giggle cackle that you heard before.
And maybe I just kind of turn it a little bit because I've got I'm defying gravity here. You know, I can do things without actually touching the blade. So I'm just kind of as it's just twisting.
You've got her neck kind of tilted down, so you just pull the glass. You give the glass a little bit of gravity, so it sinks a little bit deeper.
And Sonia's got the thing on her, right? So,
yes. Oh my God.
So she just got the
Yeah. So her head is her neck and head are sinking into Sonia's.
I'm just kind of driving
spikes. Sonia, what do you do?
I'm spazzing out. I'm like just holding. I'm basically trying to hold her up so everyone has access to do everything they need to do.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
Really
so
to prevent her from burrowing too.
Yeah, prevent her from burrowing. I'm going to call this a grab. Then you're going to try to grab her. So this is your strength, and then and all you have to do, you have to beat her agility, which is 11.
I would like to use. I don't know if this is going to help, but I would like to use my because I am an assassin. I feel like I'd have some really cool, preventing people from doing what they want skills.
Yeah, stop them in their tracks. Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say
unfortunately, that only gets me to a 6.
That only gets you to a 6. Okay, so yeah, your strength is kind of holding her up, but because of Onyx's gravitational glass weirdness, she's kind of more sliding down than she is back into you. You don't prevent her at the moment from burrowing, and you don't do any additional damage. Although she is being scraped by your spikes, but I'm going to say that the glass and all of that kind of did the work for you guys. Okay, so next is Pyrus. No. Next is Nira.
Okay, I want to focus my power because I've just created this armor out of chaos energy that feels like it's vines that are wrapped around my body, and I want to use my will to shoot it at her in such a way where it sort of wraps around underneath her arms and holds her still.
Okay,
but
so
it's created out of chaos, so it would do 1 discord if it's able to touch her.
So I'm going to say that this is actually, you're pushing this first spell, or not spell, sorry, power that you channeled. So I'm going to call this, because you're trying to do damage, this is going to be you're going to push, create matter. Yeah, I'll
it's
say
already
that you
created.
can push
But I am-
one to do 1d6 of damage.
Okay,
But I'm gonna make you push it
Do
with
it.
Discord.
push it and gain 1 discord for myself
Push
by
it.
using it. But I'm also going to give her 2 discord if I push.
Totally. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Do it. So
Oh,
this is
either I
kind
can
of
increase the duration by 1 hour, or I can grant a boon to my attack or challenge rolls of anyone using the item for its primary function.
okay, and it is
So
armor.
I created like vines. Yeah, I did say armor. So, but like
I'll let you push
vine
twice.
armor?
I know you just are arguing my point now. But you
Well,
can
we're
push
trying to
twice
understand
do
this
damage.
new power. So, as I look at it, so creating the matter is using its first ability, and to push it, it says that you choose to either increase the duration or to grant a boon to the attack using the item for its function. But I'm not exactly using it for its function. Then again, who's to say what armor made of vines' primary function is?
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, this is the rule of cool, and I think your vines
I'll
can
push it though.
do
I'll
some
push
clapping.
it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say to put. I guess looking at the rules, I'll say you have to push twice to do a d6 of damage with your vine armor.
Okay.
So
Wait,
2
push
discord, but
twice?
you'll also be doing 3 discord. Yeah.
Okay. So what am I rolling?
This is gonna be, well, gosh, I guess it's melee. So you're trying to attack to do damage, right?
I just like essentially the skill, the power is to create a weapon as
Mhm.
it before you push it.
Okay, so you created it already,
Mm-hmm.
and so
And
I'm
it's there
saying that
for an hour.
it's already there for an hour, and I'm saying if you push it now, you'll get these qualities that it says in the rules. You can either grant a boon to the attacker challenge using the item for its primary purpose, which it's armor, so not really. And it increases the discord. But I'm saying if you want to attack, push it one more time, because then it'll be, now it's an armor / weapon.
Sure. Well, then I would just push it. I mean, that's not my understanding of the rule. Okay, I'll roll whatever you want me to roll.
I'm saying rule of cool, but the rule of cool is gonna
rolled
give you a
risk,
risk.
so I think we're pretty good.
Okay, awesome. So that'll be an attack roll. So that was strength versus her defense, and it totally hits. So you can do, roll a d6 for damage.
6.
Oh my gosh. Okay, nice. And then she takes 3 discord, and you take 2 discord. Oh my gosh. Okay. So she's
so
like,
good. I like it.
Fine. You look fine.
yeah, your weird vinyl, your weird vine armor kind of it was protecting you, and it grew up and over your chest, but it just lashed out almost like kind of whips and slapped her and created these big wounds, these big flesh wounds right across her lit up veiny chest. And
Sorry,
Pyrus,
it's a new toy.
Pyrus, you're defending her somehow.
Well, I was going to try and shield her from all the attacks, but I guess they got to go before me. So now I'm just holding her awkwardly.
Yeah, I think this time, I think you can still prevent more attacks, but so go ahead and make a grab roll. So that's make a strength challenge roll, but with a boon, because she can sense that you are her protector, and she's going to let you do it.
Okay, so that is a strength. So that is a 9 + 1 plus my strength is 13. So yeah, 13.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, she's only got an 11. So you do kind of what almost Sonia was trying to do, which is you stop her from burrowing, but you also provide a shield to her. So yeah.
And can I say to her, now that I've got her, that, okay, so they hurt you. Can we start over again?
I love it. So this is what she does. She hugs you right back, Pyrus, and she reaches out and she grabs some very, very strong looking, like inch long or 2 inch long thorns, and she jabs them into herself. And she says, yes, you are interested in decay. I see it in all of your eyes. Not yours though. And she pulls out the thorns. She stabbed herself and she's bleeding. She's totally bleeding out. And she almost looks like she's going to die, but she holds these out to one out to Pyrus, one out to Sonia, one out to Nira. And she says, these are blood thorns. I have given of my essence to help you heal yourself, which you may need inside the temple. You have taken from me, and even my body, as it fades, it can still give. Do you see the cycle? And she hands you these blood thorns. Each one of you have one now, except Pyrus. And but to use, she explains, to use them, you merely stab yourself, and mechanically you can heal your healing rate as long as you stab yourself with them and use that as your action for the round.
So we all have them except for Pyrus.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Yes, you all.
I am so confused.
You all took from me. You took my life force. It's beautiful.
Well,
Great.
okay.
I don't like it
Maybe
here.
we should go.
Yeah, let's
Maybe for good measure, I'm just going to drive the glass shard just a little bit deeper, just to make sure that we end this on the note that she wanted. First, I'm going to say thank you, Nastasa, for your kind gift. Now allow me to give something even more to you. And I just drive it on deeper. And I'm like, Pyrus, if you could just.
Yep, nope.
you got a lot of anger, man.
Yeah.
Going this way.
Hey, you know
You
what?
weren't kidding.
We'll see you when you're done.
She brought it out.
I mean, never to say anything about your parents again. Wow.
Remind you never to say anything, Onyx, about your parents. So there are a couple of things we need to resolve. So real quick, she is grappled. I'm still going to make you roll an attack.
Okay.
But you can have 2 boons because your friend Pyrus is holding her and the glass is already inside.
Okay.
I think Sonia and I are already like, we're going this way down the path.
Yeah, we just
right?
slow walk backwards, and even Palm was like,
She already gave us a thing for killing her. We don't need to.
he's like
I mean,
that
you know,
sometimes.
I like excess. You know, I like to go overboard. If you haven't noticed already. Okay, that's 2 boons. I've got 11 on the 20 and 4 and 2.
Okay,
so it's, yeah.
No matter what your damage is, she drops. Do you want to describe how she perishes?
I do. So the glass, what happens is that, I've got the glass and it's already into the socket of her eye. So what I do is I bring it back up, just using, I can kind of stand back a little bit. That's why I'm asking Pyrus to move just a tad. He can still grapple her. So the glass, I pull the glass back out so she can see it. And then I just, as fast as I can, shove it deeper back into the socket to where it just kind of goes out of the back of her head. And then everything that's just in there just bleeds out of the back. And she goes, as she goes down. And as she goes back into it, she looks up at me and smiles and says, Onyx, you've done good. And just lays there and just sort of morphs into whatever is in the forest. And all of a sudden I look around and like, we all look around and everything starts to sparkle and get like really, really bright and amazing again.
It absolutely does. It brightens up really quickly and then it fades to nothing. what else happens? There are two things that happen. So Becca, you are now how much Discord you have 5 Discord?
I do.
Okay, so you now have this Discord effect. And also, okay, we have to resolve the Discord. Let's do that first. Roll a d20.
If I want it to be low, I
You
want it
don't
low,
want it to be
right?
low. No, you
No?
don't want it to be low. You don't want it to be lower than your Discord score.
It is exactly my Discord score.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think okay, something really cool happens then. Give me 1 second.
No, I don't think our definition of cool in this situation is the same.
This is great. Okay, so when your Discord, when you have Discord, every time you gain Discord, you roll a d20. If the number rolled is less than your new Discord score, okay, so it has to be less. But the minute it's less, you have to basically consult the chaos mutations table, and something crazy happens. It's really cool. There's nothing really. You don't die from chaos mutations.
Don't worry, I printed them out, so I knew the risks.
Oh, okay, great. Okay. So there's that, but also your Discord effect. Now people feel ill at ease around you, and you make attack rolls to interact with creatures in social settings with 1 bane. So what does your chaos look like on your face? Obviously, you're scarred. You've got some battle wounds, battle scars, but something odd is going on with Nira now that it's just really hard to look at.
I think there's like a faint greenish gray glow beneath her skin. Like it sounds like it's cool, like this glowy lady we just saw, but it's more like a sickly, just like starting to spread from her eyes and outward.
Totally.
That's not right.
Yeah, like it looks like it's
turning to stone almost.
Oh my gosh, yes, because that almost because you are in the petrified forest, going to the petrified temple, and that's what happens to petrified wood. It just kind of chemicals get in there, and it turns different weird colors. Could be beautiful, but in your sense, it almost looks like you're ready to vomit.
Nira, are you feeling all right?
Yeah. What's up with your face?
It's just my face.
No, you have like a thing.
I don't, it's my, don't worry about it.
When you all are looking at her, reality is just a bit warped around her. And same for you, Nira. Some small objects disappear or change colors in your aura. And also, guys, strange smells drift by without explanation. Just
It wasn't me.
Yo,
Was that Palm?
am I still... Did I eat those mushrooms? Am I like...
No, you see the chaos shard kind of glisten in her stomach. But yeah, chaos is gnarly. The other thing we need to resolve is what? It was something with you, Onyx.
I resolved.
Oh, the other thing. Yeah, sorry.
Stop.
Okay. So when she dies,
Oh, yes.
this weird root looking armor fades away, and it just it leaves her body. It kind of falls off, and you can tell that this is some really cool living gear, and this living gear was what was making her able to burrow really quickly under the ground.
Oh, that's super cool. I want it. Can I?
Yeah,
have
you and Pyrus both see that. So yeah, if you want it, you can take it. To bond with it will cost a strain.
I wonder if that's more of Pyrus's forte, because it seems like something more of a Black Isle kind of thing, right?
You fly. I guess I could burrow.
Yeah, that sounds good. Pyrus,
Sure.
Pick up that dead skin that's down there in the
crawling in the dirt, man.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and try and. Can I bond with it right away, or do we have to take a rest or something?
You can bond with it right away. It'll take one strain to bond with it, and then you're good.
Yeah, let's do it because I already have 3 strain. Might as well go
Okay.
up to 4.
Yep. I'll send you the stats over email. So with her kind of taken care of, you do the words echo in your brain that there are 3 ways to get to Yansok: stealth, submission, and force. And following the lights, you are able to get to the petrified temple. And what the first thing you notice is the blood. Your journey getting closer to the temple is a slippery one. You see many of the humans that, by the way, there are hundreds of humans, and they all seem a bit robotic, maybe comatose even. There's still some humanity there, but they seem numb to the carnage, which there is a lot of carnage. The humans tend to not wear shoes. This, you can tell, gives them extra secure footing on this wet ground. The second thing you notice are the dead bodies everywhere. There's carcasses cut in half. They dangle from vines. Heads roll into the pathways. Full bodies and skeletons trip your way. Some are fresh, some more are half eaten by the myriad bugs that infest this place. Tons of bugs of all different sizes, plenty of people bonded. You can tell many of the insects are bonded with the humans. There are no dead children. There are plenty of children, and they run, and they're free. They giggle. They're playing games. Curious children actually approach you. They play near you. Many try to follow and even touch you. And then the last thing you notice, if you take even like just a step back, you notice that this temple is beautiful. It's as man-made as a place in Asunder can be. And this is a temple it's more like a city, like a small capital. There are huge plazas everywhere. It looks like there are locations for gathering ceremonies, trading. There's a maze of staircases that lead everywhere and nowhere. And everything's incorporated with the natural growth of the mountainous landscape and trees. The structures and statues seem to be made of stone, but upon further inspection, you see that almost everything is made of petrified wood. Sometimes that is stone, and you would know that there's a huge process that seems to be, that would take hundreds of years, but somehow the people here, the plant weavers, have been able to petrify the wood where it stands. And everything is swirling with colors, blacks, cobalt and copper. Like when copper rusts, there are greens and blues, and then when iron rusts, there are reds and yellows, but hardly anything is just one color. So there's this rainbow happening beneath the blood. You kind of see tons of locations as you approach, but the main thing that you see is just a crowd of people standing in their loincloths, mainly bonded to insects, some plant weavers, but about, it's hard to say, but 100 people just stand facing you, watching to see what you do. And with that, we will take a break.
Oh, wow.
What a good moment. Yes.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back in 10 minutes at 7:35 Pacific time. If you're watching at home, please don't go anywhere. Okay, you can maybe go up, get a drink, and come back. And when we come back, we're also going to do the giveaway of our dice catapult from Dragonburn Designs that was made just for us. So we'll be giving that away. If you're in the Twitch chat, if you're on YouTube or Facebook, you could hop over to Twitch just for a second so you can enter to win if you so desire. All right, we'll be back very soon.
The world is broken. Broken by the gods who gave it life, then abandoned it. We have been left to fend for ourselves, our divine essence bonding with the plants, which we reshaped into weapons, bonding with the sea, which then reshaped us. Next was the insects, and then the beasts of the land. We found remnants of the gods, chaos, the power to transform reality, but it was not meant for us to wield. The secret societies, with both noble and selfish goals, have tried to control it. Something has changed. Gaia has awoken from her slumber, and Asunder has begun to devour itself. The Naga have betrayed the Alliance. Demons flood the Black Isle, and the dead have begun to rise. Most deny the end is coming. We've seen the signs, cannot turn back. We are the Seekers, and we will find the answers wherever they take us. Our story can be your story.
Yay! All right, thanks for sticking around, everybody. And now you can type !burrow in chat if you want to be eligible to be shipped this custom dice catapult made by Dragonburn Designs. Kapow! How do you do this? How do dice catapults work? I'm sure whoever gets it will understand better than I do. I think I put it in backwards. We have a dice catapult that we are giving away with a beautiful felt inlay inside of it, and was made just for us. So very cool. A gift from Dragonburn Designs. And I now have 14 eligible people. You must be willing to give me your address so that I can ship it to you. And I see people jumping in. Will the dice catapult allow you to destroy a dice tower? Asked Arden Henry. That seems only logical. I mean, I can't dispute that in any way. Oh, I figured it out. You ready? Pew! A dice tower somewhere crumbled. All right. We have 16 people entered, and let's roll it. Arden Henry, I read you out loud, you make a great joke, and then you win a dice catapult. I'm going to be reaching out to you to get that to you. And right now, we have more game for you in the world of Asunder. And just to remind everyone, the Kickstarter campaign for this brand new RPG system is going to be live next Tuesday, 1 week from today. Look at this beautiful stuff and all these minis we got here. If you let me just remind everybody that the campaign goes live next week. There's going to be two source books. There's both the Seeker's Guide and the Keeper's Guide, and 2 sets of epic minis. Oh, that's not the. Here we go. We're looking at the minis now. These epic minis. A novel is part of the Kickstarter perks, as well as a keeper screen and some incredible custom dice. You can sign up on the pre-launch page if you want to be notified. You can go to Kickstarter and type in Asunder, or you can go to bit.ly/AsunderRPG. And if you want to get a look at the Seeker's Guide early, you can go to bit.ly/Asunder_QSG. And we're going to be back next week on the day of the launch, and we're going to be playing this same game and continuing. So let me give it back to our fearless keeper, Amy Vorpahl, and get our other cast members up here. Hey.
Yay. Guys, I changed my lighting.
Wow, it looks really nice.
It looks better, right? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, great. This looks really nice. Yeah, not the fact that y'all are going nuts. So a little bit of clarification on Pyrus. If you do decide to bond with what I'm calling the Root Seeker armor, it does take an hour and 1 point of damage and a strain to bond with it. But we're going to say it took y'all an hour to walk to the temple because it is deep in the forest. And so just make those notations. And the other cool thing is this armor is really powerful. So it's rank 3. And the way you determine if you even can bond with it is your essence. Your essence right now is 0. And that doesn't mean you can't bond with it. It does mean that it's going to give you strain every time you take a rest, and this is part of you. So yeah.
More strain, Pyrus, more strain.
Yay.
Yeah, you subtract it. So if your essence was 1 and this was rank 3, then you would only take 2 strain. But yeah, just don't rest in the next hour and a half.
Yay.
Let me tell you guys what you do see. So all of these people are staring at you, kind of looking at you like this. Just wondering what you're going to do next. But the areas that you see are, you wouldn't know these terms, but this is how I'm describing them. It's the Ablation Center. This is a plaza that just looks like slaughter. This is where the slaughters happen. There are different paraphernalia to help slaughters happen more quickly, more easily. More dead bodies occur in this kind of 100-yard football field, large plaza. Right now, what's happening is there are body parts and carnage everywhere, but it seems like that doesn't really bother the people. There are 3 women, and they're each bonded to large versions of ticks, basically, and everyone, the humans and the bugs themselves, the insects themselves, are feeding off of the blood on the ground. It almost looks like they're a cleanup crew. There is a structure to the actual almost ziggurat like stairs lead all the way up right in front of you to where you assume the great martyr is. So that's just right in front of you, and I guess closer to you is the Ablation Center. To your right, there are not quite. It looks like people are restricted, but not in a normal way. They kind of stand. They're all standing, and they're in different versions of Venus flytraps. And we do have an image for that, Becca, the cocoon looking thing. So they're all in versions of that, but the traps themselves, the plants themselves, are in different versions of open and closed. And that's to your right. And then to your left is almost this, almost like you would notice it in real life in a zoo, like a monkey's playground, except children are all over it. And these little children, they look like they might be bonded with insects, but very slightly. So they don't have many attributes of these insects. They have really cute versions of them. So maybe like a long proboscis, but it's little. It doesn't look like it could attack anybody. Or little kind of water buckets on the sides of their legs, or tiny little wings that look like they shouldn't be able to lift them in the air, but every once in a while they kind of dance, jump a little bit farther than they should be able to. So yeah, that is what you see. At the moment, no one is doing anything to you actively, but you do get a general unease, and yeah, 100 people are looking at you.
Nira, anyone else get the feeling that we're being watched?
Yeah, I think that stealth option's out of the picture.
It's a little clearer.
God, all these. What is all this?
I wouldn't.
Don't just
Easy.
What? You see, this is why I don't come down from
up here.
above. I don't need all this. All right. You know, we don't have all this up in Sky City. People.
Okay, no time to complain about these people and their bond mates.
Well, why are they looking at us?
We gotta take this place by force.
That sounds like a very bad idea. There's like 100 of them.
Yeah.
Pyrus, do you know where the Red Alliance gets their name from?
Do I?
It's blood.
Got it. Okay.
Oh. Bigger bit.
Yeah. I'm gonna relay that to the rest of the group. So the Red Alliance is called the Red Alliance because of all the blood they spilled. this could have some kind of relation to that. Can I go over to the pods and sort of inspect them?
Yeah, you make your way, and they're not like right next to you, so
Mhm.
you would have to walk through the people to
Oh,
get there.
okay.
I think we should move as a unit if we move. So if
Agreed.
you take a step towards it, I have also taken
Yeah.
a step, and then you turn around, I'm right behind you.
Okay, good.
Yeah, right now there are children getting closer than the adults do, but they're kind of looking at you and giggling and laughing, and then running off and playing again. And
Oh, can I kneel down to one and the one that comes up to us and ask them what their name is?
oh, sure. So one of them kind of reaches out to actually touch Nira, and Nira, you know that what you're wrapped in is pretty harmful to them. So you kind of take a step back in protection.
Can
And
I pick? Is it a boy or girl?
girl.
Can I pick her up and be like, oh, whoa, careful there.
Yes, the great protector of the group, absolutely. So you pick her up before she immediately changes her attention to the your tattoos and everything that's going on your hardened demon hunter skin, and you ask her what her name is.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing you see is there's a bit. She's wearing kind of a midriff revealing shirt, and there's about a $50 sized hole in her abdomen. And she says, I'm Fester.
Fester, it's nice to meet you. My name is Pyrus. As I'm holding her, do the adults react to me carrying her? No. Okay, so then as I'm holding her, I'd like to walk with her towards the pods.
Awesome.
Holding her.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm just Pyrus. Are you okay?
As you walk forward, nothing changes. And then as you get closer and closer to the adults, they part. But it is slight. They give you just as much room as you need to walk in the direction that you're going.
Fester, where is your mother and father?
Oh, they're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay.
What is this over here? And I point towards the pods themselves.
That is where we keep the people who are not worthy of death.
I see.
You want to go see them? Do you want to be one of them? It's really fun. They get to be on these moving plants, and the plants, if they move too fast, the plants gobble them up.
Oh, no. We don't wish to be one of them. We would just like to take a look at them. This is our first time here. We're visitors.
Yes. Yes, we see it. We don't get very many visitors. It's nice to have you.
Guys, if you would like to come with me.
Yeah, and as you're walking forward, more like the way just keeps parting. These people almost behave a little bit robot-like, and they just step back. And then when you have moved past them, they step back in. All eyes are still trained on you. And are the rest of you following?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would. Onyx has got his hand on his glass-bladed axe.
Yeah, I'm like,
I usually barge in the front, but I'm going to hang back because I'm wearing this vine armor that I don't want to accidentally touch one of my companions with.
Yes. Yeah. People are at least figuring out not to touch you. Everyone kind of reacts if they're near you or physically touching you, even slightly, they kind of react and pull back like, oh. And everyone seems frightened of you, Nira, and really, really just curious. Like that's kind of the main vibe you're getting. Nothing too. I don't know.
So when they parted, did they part towards parted towards that little cocoon thing or whatever, or did they part
it's
just
the
like
way? Yeah, it's step by step. So as Pyrus is stepping and making his way his purpose known, they're reacting to it. So it's almost like just the waves are parting and they're letting him through, but then they fill in the gaps afterwards. And the same thing is happening to the rest of you. So if you're all following him, you're all kind of swallowed up. You're kind of heading towards the Ablation Center and then over to the pod traps.
Fester, do you mind if I ask what this is? And I'm pointing towards the sort of hole in her abdomen.
I think I'm gonna bond. Yeah, I've kind of already chosen a bond mate, and it's a stink bug. So this is where the smell is stored in case somebody kicks me or beats me. I can react.
We wouldn't want that to happen, now would we?
I can release a big stream of gas and swallow everyone whole.
You just had to pick up the stink bug, girl, Pyrus.
She's kind of cute.
I mean,
she is, if not, but stinky. But besides the point.
I'm not stinky right now.
No.
Only if someone squishes on me.
Okay,
I
well,
understand.
you
I
make
have
sure.
a similar reaction when I'm so full of discord.
again, why I don't come down to these parts?
You're here now, so stop complaining.
Okay.
You hear a screech in the Ablation Center, and it is very similar to Nestrasa's giggle screech. And you see an insect weaver and their bee run through the Ablation Center, and another insect weaver and their like praying mantis just slices him in half as he's running through. And it's a very, you can tell that both people are like, the screecher is joyfully perishing on the bloody ground, and the praying mantis kneels down and raises his arms and starts singing. It's a very joyous occasion. And as you're moving towards the pods, the little Venus flytrap things, you can see there are about a dozen of them, and there's one man that you recognize, Pyra, since you're coming up first. There's one man that you recognize, but he does not look the same as when you last saw him. And his Venus flytrap is all the way open, almost like just a flat lily pad. It's almost hard to tell that there's anything nefarious going on with this trap.
Okay, got it. And is he conscious or unconscious?
He is conscious, but in the same way that these other people are conscious, where it's unclear how they're being, how alive they actually are.
Okay. I want to go up to the pod and inspect it with Fester. I'm still carrying her.
Yep. Awesome. As you approach, the children follow you. You're given leeway. There do seem to be some guards, and they kind of look at you. Sonia, there is a guy who is not comatose. He's not robotic. He is part of the crowd for sure, but your weird palm sense, like spidey sense, the hairs on the back of your neck have stood up, and you notice that there is someone tracking you, at least with their eyes.
I want to look back, and I give my palm a look, and basically the look is, it's our secret code, and it's go get him.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, the man that you see, Pyrus, is he very gently walks towards you softly, and the trap follows him almost impossibly on the ground. It's like the roots itself are kind of moving with him. So as he steps, it follows underneath him.
Hmm. Does he look like he recognizes me at all?
He's drawn to you. That's really hard. You can do,
Okay.
I would say at this moment, it doesn't look like it, but he is making his way towards you.
Okay.
But as far as recognition, you don't see the light that recognition normally has.
I'd like to put Fester down, but I'd like to hold her hand as she's standing there, and I ask her, Fester, is there any way to free anyone from these pods?
You could kill them.
That's it? That's the only way?
Well, I don't know. It's not like I try because everyone's watching them all the time, and the plants are under orders. And
All right.
yeah, if there's a way I don't know it, don't do it though.
No, of course not. No, I just we're new in town.
Unless you want to be one of the sacrifices.
Pyrus, do you know that man?
I do. Yes, I do. But I don't know how he came to be here.
Wait, is he part of the Red Alliance?
No, he is not. He's my old master.
What?
Your old master.
You should be freaking out. We should be doing something.
I know, but I don't want to cause a scene.
Can we wake him up?
I don't. I want to go over there and see if I can like shake him or something.
Okay. I think it's time for a distraction. So as I see Pyrus going towards the pods, I'm going to go up on these steps. I assume that's where the guards are. That sort of leads up to a temple-like thing.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go on the steps and I'm going to make some sort of grand proclamation and try and get all eyes away from Pyrus. Does that geographically work?
Yes.
People turn away.
And while Nira does that, I'm gonna like start floating. I'm gonna jump and then just do like some graceful little sky dance just to sort of get them looking in the direction. And then so Nira does her little thing.
Okay.
And
Yes.
for my profession as an agitator, can I tell everyone to be like, "Hey, what's that?"
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so Nira, first, I want to. These guys are totally helping you. What is your plan?
Right. Well, my friends don't know this, but I may or may not have dealt with the Red Alliance before, and perhaps they know me. Perhaps they see the amount of discord that is creating a shift in my reality as they look at me, and that's why I was drawing their attention. And I'd like to use my religious profession as a worshiper of Gaia, and also my literary academic background. I read a lot of books as a child in East Twin, and use those things to perhaps hold this crowd with my oratory as I say, "Attention, you red devils that worship death and destruction! I am your great moderator, and it is to me you will bow. I am going in there, and Yasuk, he will be banished and dead at my hand. And you will
Nira.
see, you will bow to Nira." And I look over at Pyrus because I'm like, I don't know, this was maybe a bad choice. I just
Nira.
remember the first thing I thought of. Get your
Nira.
master out.
I join Nira. I'm behind her as her soldier.
And I'm up there like, it's Yansuk.
Yansuk.
While she does,
Yatsuk.
Yansuk.
Nira, real quick, will you please roll I want you to make a challenge roll. I want it to be, what do I want it to be? Will. Yes. And I need, and you have Sonia's boon. You have, Pyrus, what are you doing to agitate?
I'm just telling everyone, look at that.
Oh, look at that. Yes. You have 3 boons on that. I guess you have, well, you have 5 boons because of your 2 professions and your 3 mates. But remember, you can only take the highest of them. So hopefully you get a 6.
Yeah, we broke this roll. We broke it. 24.
24. Okay, the zombie-like insect weavers all stop what they're doing. Even the praying mantis who was like raising his hands and singing, everyone turns and looks at you, and I'm going to say they move in on you, and every single one of them is going to try to touch you.
Okay, I'm still. It's within the hour, and perhaps if I pushed it make that go on longer.
Totally.
So I still have the sort of alive vine armor, and if anyone reaches to touch me, they'll immediately feel the discord.
Okay, they somehow their curiosity overwhelms that. It does look like you're doing. You just being there is a little more damaging. Like they are taking the discord, and they just want to touch you to see. It looks like they're just going,
taste pain.
Feel this. Feel this. Oh wow. Oh, there is mud. Is she the great mother? Lots of murmuring. During that time, Palm, you hear a man. Like the murmuring is all very subdued. Oh, wow. Look at that. Yeah. But you do hear a man go, it's the jaguar. It's the jaguar. She brought the jaguar. Can't believe it. Oh, what is she doing here? And his voice just sounds a little more conscious than others. And Pyrus, during this time, what would you like to do?
I want to inspect the plant and see if there's any way I can detach Master Tam from it.
Okay. Do an intelligence check. You're going to basically investigate this plant and see if you can determine anything. Do you have any professions that would help you?
Plant tender?
Plant tender would do it, yeah.
All right. That is and my intelligence is a 9, so that's a -1. I get an 11.
11, that's all you need. So you can tell that the plant is listening to orders, and it is bonded to a human, and the human, there are guards around this kind of Venus flytrap prison basically, and it's hard to tell right now which human is bonded to that plant, but it is bonded to a human who is giving it instructions. Satine, you know this voice. This voice is Lemrek, and your history with Lemrek is you edged him out of Void Spark. He was their #1 artifact collector, and until you came along, and your artifacts were better, and so they started paying him less, and until he left. So he's got that there's some tension there, but you also know that you both basically do the same job. Nira, as you do that, some of the more conscious guards actually come down from the temple, and they're running down, and they grab you. They don't grab you, but they look at you and Onyx, and they attempt to clear a pathway to clear you from this mob. So and Sonia too, you're there. That's too, right?
Guide us.
Yeah,
guide us into the temple that will belong to us soon.
I'm busy behind Nira, just trying to protect and like fend people off.
Okay.
Palm? Is there anything? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Pyrus.
I'm just wondering if there's anything that I notice on Tam that may be like causing him to be in his hypnotized state, or if like there's anything attached, or does he look drugged?
Yeah, I'll just say you've being part of a tribe, you've experienced this kind of thing before. This is just plain old brainwash for everybody, including Master Tam. So he just looks totally brainwashed and complacent, kind of even content, resigned. Do you talk to him?
I do. Yeah. I was just waiting to see if anyone else want to do anything. I look at him in the eyes and I say, Master Tan, it's me, Iris. What's wrong with you? Don't you recognize me?
I,
Say something.
if you're here about my past, that is no longer concerning to me.
What happened
I
to
see you are of my kind.
Do you not recognize me?
Is it important that I do?
Of course it is. What of our tribe? What brings you here?
Our tribe. You. What? It. Do you?
The Chang clan.
Do you have any? Can. It hurts.
I open up my gi to show all the tribal tattoos that's like just across my entire chest. Don't you remember these? And then I pull his open too, and that it shows like his matching tattoos.
Okay. That's amazing. He reaches
Each one of
out.
these for a hunt. Each one of these a tally
And this
of a demon that we slayed together.
with the Chechen.
Yes.
Oh, you were younger.
I was. Please remember.
I've been here for so long. Are you looking for me?
Yes.
I remember I came to recruit. We need more help. We needed more help. But Yansok is also recruiting. I believe in Yansok now.
How do I free you from this plant? No, you must. This plant will devour you.
Oh, you need
cannot
to
give in.
You could always. I mean, the way of this organization is death. You could always kill the insect weaver the plant weaver who's bonded to my trap, but don't. It is safe in here. No one can get to me, and I can't get to anyone. I am. Yansok is saving me. He's saving me to be triggered when the time comes. It's not yet, though.
Who is bonded with this plant?
And he shifts his eyes over to one of the guards. And Fester goes, "Oh, are you gonna kill someone? This is exciting."
I look over to how far away is the rest of the party from where I'm at?
Yeah, they're I would say probably 30 yards. Not too far, but
The guards are trying to lead me inside because I said that they're trying to help me and get away from the crowd, but I keep turning around with more oratorial to yell at the crowd. And also, remember, plants are better than insects sometimes, but insects also.
yeah, totally.
I'm nodding. I'm next to Nira, just nodding in agreement with her, like, totally like her hype man.
Awesome. And yeah, go ahead.
And then as I'm doing that, I look over and I see Pyrus and what's the little girl's name?
Fester.
Fester, that's right. And I see Pyrus and Fester down there, and Pyrus looks totally distraught. And so I'm kind of like, I'm with Nira right there, but I'm kind of looking at Pyrus trying to figure out what's going on with him. So he and I lock eyes.
Amazing.
And Pyrus, do you want to? I don't know.
How far is this guard from me?
Close. Just mere feet.
Awesome. I want to burrow underground and go right underneath him.
Awesome. Okay, so
Oh my
that's
God,
gonna
amazing.
cost you a strain to use one of the charges.
Mm-hmm.
There
Can
are
we connect on that? Can you can he make like a,
yes. What do
like
you? Yeah. What do y'all? How do
you
y'all communicate?
know?
I
So,
look at Onyx and I like nod as he sees me like sinking into the ground.
so I nod in agreement. What I'm gonna do is as he goes low, I go high. And
Hey, Michelle.
yeah, and I think you and I are in the agreement that maybe you're gonna go under and do maybe as I.
Oh my
Mhm.
God, are y'all gonna hydraulic press him?
Sure.
That would totally be possible because of
Yeah.
thunder.
Because why not?
Amazing. Okay. So yeah, so that's what happens. And Paris, as you decide to make you and Onyx are like, doing, baseball hand signals. What are those? Is that what it's called? The
Yeah.
sport,
Yeah,
the sports
just
hand signals, whatever it is, Asunder hand signals, and you understand, nod, you burrow under the ground. It's pretty suffocating, but you realize you can breathe underground in this armor, and the cilia, the root like cilia, they all come out and just allow you to burrow even more efficiently than like a mole even, and you time it just right. And as Onyx spears himself forth from the steps of the ziggurat, you guys land on him and come up to the guard at the exact same time and squeeze him like a grape. And he explodes. He explodes outwards, and his pulpy body and organs and everything just kind of there's nothing left of him. He just explodes. You just hydraulic pressed a human.
oh,
Can I
no,
throw
what
out that maybe
happened?
there's just a hush that falls over the crowd for a moment?
Yes.
Celebration of our
Ah,
coming!
Yes,
Lord
and
God.
everyone mumbles, yes, that is right. It was his time. Yes, the great
Oh my
sacrifice.
God.
The sacrifice. Yes. Good.
Cheer,
good.
you crazy people! Don't just mumble.
Yes.
Cheer! This is
Ah,
what we
This
celebrate.
is good. Yeah.
agitator. I'm an agitator. Agitate.
Yeah, these people will not be agitated, but they will be exploded. And the Venus flytrap lily pad looking thing that was underneath Tam, Master Hunter Tam, just kind of shrivels a little bit. It'll that it'll eventually decay into what it's meant to be. But yeah, Tam looks free. And now I want to go back to Becca and Sonia. You guys are with these guards, and they're just a little more sentient. They're able to kind of control the crowd. But there is one. Palm approaches with the man Lemrek that you recognize, Satine, and he is kind of holding on to Palm to be guided through the crowd to you. And he goes, "Oh hell, that's what I thought. You here to take this job away from me too, Void Spark Stealer?"
I would like to attempt to bluff a yeah, but also try to so I want to bluff a yes, but also try to figure out what the heck he's trying to do.
Yeah. Okay. What do you say, or do you not say
Okay,
anything?
I say I have special orders, but they're probably not they're probably above your pay grade.
Yeah. Okay. So that is is it a bluff? I don't know. That doesn't sound like quite a bluff to me, and it sounds almost true. But let's see if he can. Yeah, let's see if he can determine anything from you. So let's do an intellect versus his will. So his will.
And
Well, just get a 10 or better.
okay. Well, that is a 13 on the dice. Intellect is a -1.
Awesome. So 12. So fine. He goes, yeah, I figured it wasn't enough to take Void Spark from me, was it? You followed
I'm
me
like,
to do this.
perhaps. What do you know? Maybe we can work together.
Oh, well, that's a fine and dandy idea, isn't it? Never done that before. You just take everything I had, work together. Better option would be for me to serve you up on a golden platter to these fools.
What good would that do you?
I'd have my business. I'm just here to deliver Yansok his glorified wellspring whatever and get out of here and go harvest some more. Same as I did for Void Spark before you crept into my territory.
I look over at Nira and I'm like, I don't know what to do.
What is this you're spouting about, you weirdo?
Look, we have a job to do. And I kind of just wheeled my, like, are you coming or are you with us? You want to help us or not? You want to threaten me? And then Palm is like,
No, I'm not gonna. Come on, Sonia. I'm not gonna threaten you. Of course not. Don't you get it?
Where are we now? I'm going to sort of. I see that we've rescued Master Tam, although I don't know his name yet. And so I turn and Sonia, is this man bothering you?
no, it's an old
Oh my God, are you really doing that? Is this man
business.
bothering you?
Excuse me, but we have business here,
I
and
have
can't
business
you-
here, and I'm protecting it. Sonia, come on, just. What do you? Please just don't do this. What do you need? Don't take this business from me. Just keep Void Spark. Why wasn't that enough? You said you were.
What is this void spark you keep talking about?
Oh, they don't know, do they? The people you're palling around with, they don't know what you're ultimately after.
I'm going to grab him by his shoulders, and that will make the Discord infected vine affect his Discord.
Okay.
What is vine? What is it?
Okay.
Void spark.
Okay, this guy. You're doing that to him. This guy is not a seeker. He's not bonded to anything. This guy is just a normal human. You're like going to kill him. Like you get the sense that he's just like kind of almost fainting from the Discord.
I let him go.
Wow. Well, dang. Who you got on your team, Sonia? It's someone on your team.
I kind of grab him by the shirt and like 1 second, and I kind of put him behind me. I'm like, okay, here's the thing. You know, my friend Palm here is created by a bit of chaos, and I found out by this the Void Spark. Oh, it's a cult, a chaos cult. They're very fascinating, actually. And then Palm's like, oh.
Sure. Right. Into it. Do we like this guy or we don't like this guy? I feel bad for him. He looks really pitiful. And now he's got way too much Discord for a normal human to handle.
I mean, thank you for noticing.
We should find out what he knows.
Hey, Limrack. Really sorry about the Discord.
Limrack. Yeah.
Okay.
Becca, come on. I write these names down. I come up with them. I spend a lot of time. The least you can do is get them right.
No, I was purposely insulting him by getting his name wrong.
Oh, I see. Well, consider myself offended.
Look, I couldn't. You have such stature. I would have assumed you were a seeker. I wonder, what are Yansok's weaknesses? Perhaps if you tell us, we'll make sure that your trade continues after we leave this place.
I see. All right. All right. well, his weakness, his main weakness is who he trusts. He trusts me, which I do not understand his methods. He trusts, he's all over the place. He just lets people in. I think sometimes I think he's almost begging to be killed by somebody, you know, but
No, sure, not a problem for us. Yeah, that's our plan. I was asking like murder weaknesses.
oh, his murder weak. Well, he's a really powerful insect weaver. He's bonded to one of the scariest insects I've ever seen in my life. A big old weta beetle.
What a beetle?
A weta beetle. Google it. It's scary as hell. So I guess I would just stay at a distance from it because its main attack is it grabs someone and presses it against its abdomen where there are spikes. It's almost like a torture chamber. And then you're just hanging there like a dead canvas of art.
No.
Right. So weakness, I mean, you know, without his bug, he's kind of rendered pretty useless, but the bug is big.
Okay. So maybe negotiate is step one.
Yeah, perhaps. Maybe he'll just let you kill him. I really don't understand all this. I just know they pay me. Sonia.
Okay.
You really want to team up with me?
I think that maybe there's strength in numbers.
What do I get out of this little situation?
Well, we don't kill you.
Yeah, right. All right. Look, I gotta be honest, I'm not much use in a fight. You know that, Sonia. I'm a scavenger at best. But I've scavenged something pretty useful. If you've got any, look, I'm just a mercenary. If you've got any gems at all you could lend me, I mean, give me. I could give you
in exchange for what is this thing you've scavenged?
This, my friend, it just looks like a shitty piece of bark. But he says, this is the key. This is how you can get to Yansok. There's a living door that guards his.
Oh, like an actual key. I thought you meant a metaphorical key.
Well, what? Oh, well, it is. It's the key because it is a key.
Right. Well, then that makes it a literal key.
Yeah, he calls it his Alcazar is where he hangs out. So you can get to his Alcazar with this key. There's just a living door with a living wall that protects it, but this key knows how to release the vines.
Excellent.
How many gems is this worth to you, Sonia?
Onyx?
I look over at Onyx. Onyx, come on.
Oh well, first before he's got some stuff to deal with Tam. So I think he'll pay. But let's go back to Tam.
Everybody's always
turning Onyx
Onyx
isn't
for
there.
cash. Yeah.
And then we just dig in our pockets and start looking around for slivers.
Yeah.
I say Onyx, where's where is Onyx?
Yeah.
Cut to.
Okay, so Tam kind of blinks and he looks at you, Pyrus, and he says, I am reminded, yes, you fought demons with me.
Yes,
But
that's
you
correct.
No. Do you revere demons? Was that you? There was an honor to it for you.
We can talk about this another time. For now, you must come with us. Are you well enough to travel?
Us. You. And he looks over at Onyx. You are also familiar to me. Was it you? Was it you who revered demons?
Onyx looks around, looks at Pyrus, and then looks kind of deeper at Tam. It's like, wait, who are you? Pyrus, who is this?
This was Master Hunter Tam of the T'Chang clan. He trained all of us demon hunters.
Yes, but I was not only that.
Oh, shit.
I don't understand.
I did more than just fight demons. I did more than kill. I aided. There were other. New Gaia is not the only land. It's not the first new land that I've been on. The Black Isle, and now New Gaia. But there was a land in between, a land where I did not belong. You.
Okay. Wait.
Onyx?
You know me?
I, as much as I know him, I do. I am convinced. My mind is not so lost that I do not remember. But what was it? You are of another land. What land?
At this moment, so Onyx just kind of starts to rise a little bit, defying the gravity, but at the same time, pulls a little bit back of his armor and just shows like a little tribal tattoo. And Tam sees it, Pirate sees it, and then
You're a skimmer. You are not hunter. But you are. I recognize those markings. You have slain a demon?
okay. Cat's out of the bag here. I think you know my grandfather, and I haven't seen you in a really long time, but you helped me once.
Yes, that's right. You are speaking of the old man with more money than any man ever needs. And he gave it to me, but I had no use for it. We traded weapons instead. What we really needed was men. Yes, this is all coming back, and all I had to do was take you to him.
You
Yes.
were there. You were there when my parents.
What is your real name?
Pyrus.
Onyx?
What's your tribal name again?
Pyrus's is the Tachan tribe.
The Tachan clan.
I know what the last name is.
Godard.
Yeah. Let's just say that's a name that I've been trying to forget for a really long time.
Wow. We are here. We are family. Pyrus, when you burrowed in with and did the whole claptrap thing with Pirate or with goddamn Onyx, when you did that, you kind of entered this state that you were so used to, where somehow you two were on the exact same page. But this is totally a demon hunter trait. This felt so natural to you, but you're just now realizing that you were never that powerful. Someone else in your demon hunter clan organized this telepathy, kind of like a wolf pack thing going on. And you're realizing now that Master Hunter Tam, whether he knew it or not, orchestrated this link of battle attack strategy, so that you and Onyx were you were of one tribe for that second. And Pyrus, you've never, maybe you've experienced that, but you were 5 or 6 when that happened. So this is kind of a new experience for you too. And the fact that y'all were able to do that is absolutely insane to you.
Pyrus, my parents left Sky City before I was born. I was born on Black Isle. And you and I are from the same tribe. I didn't ever think that this would ever come up.
We should move. We have work to be done.
Oh,
We can discuss this later. Master Tam.
Master Tam, yeah, Pyrus is right. We have to get to Yansok. Can you help us?
You are brothers.
Please?
You are brothers. You have saved me. You have brought my mind back to me. I am not meant for someone else's use as a pawn. I am a battler. I'm a fighter. I've kept something. This is now yours. This is yours. Onyx, he hands you a small wooden beetle. And he says, use this to overtake a bondmate of an insect weaver for a short time. It is so powerful, but you only use it if you desperately need it. And he hands that to you. They never found that.
Onyx opens my little stash pocket there, and the
Okay.
beetle goes in.
And Pyrus, unlike Onyx, you have stayed with the tribe, and you are meant to be a master hunter, a master demon hunter. You know this to be true. I feel this within you. If I stay with you, I will teach you all that I know in this amount of time. And Pyrus, you close your eyes and your inner strength, it seeps in, and Master Tam's inner strength seeps in. And at this moment, you are absolutely connected in just like old times, back in a demon hunter, tribal clan wolf pack. And you are connected telepathically. You guys are in sync at this time. He says, I have been out of training for so long. I don't know how much time I have left, but I have enough left to fight, if that is what you wish.
Well, we must not waste any time then. Come, let us rejoin the rest of our party.
But before we do that, I reach out my hand to Pyrus and just take his hand in mine and just bring him close to me. And I'm like, it's good to see you again, brother. It's been a long time.
All right, are we done now? I thought we were done like 5 minutes ago. Now are we done?
We're done.
Good. I'm ready to fight. So you hear Onyx? You hear, hey, money? or whatever Nira and Sonia are yelling at you.
Get in here.
Onyx, we
What?
need gems.
Gentlemen, about time.
You're always hitting me up for cash. What do we need?
Well, what's it going to be, Limerick?
Who is this guy?
He's got a special key to a magical living wall that we need to fight some man with a giant, terrifying weather beetle. I don't know. Why do we get
Wait.
No, I know why.
Giant
For Gaia.
weather beetle.
Seed.
Who's got the weather beetle?
Someone who needs Alcazar.
Is that the Master Tam? Is that the one you're talking about?
No time to talk. There's a whole crowd out there that's gonna find out
Okay.
that
Well,
I
you trust him? You trust him?
Wet a beetle shit.
Do you trust him, Sonia?
Well, I mean, yes.
She
What do you
almost
need?
look. Why would I lie? She almost killed me. She touched me, and I felt everything break inside of me.
How much you want for that thing?
How much do you have?
That's not the issue.
I bully him with my face.
Sonia, don't
I'm like,
do this. You know, I love the
I'll tell
smell
you
of you,
what.
man. I love the smell of you. I love the look of you. I love your lips. I love your eyes. Don't get that close to me and not make good on it.
Okay, Creeper. 3 slivers, and we're done. All right?
Uh, 3 Yeah, all right. And you leave me alone. And you let me go about my business. And Sonia, you don't encroach on my territory, okay? Can I just
fine.
maybe just 1 pearl? Can I 5 slivers, 1 pearl?
I pull out 3 pearls from my purse and hand them over to Onyx.
Oh.
All
This
right.
It's for brothers.
I take the 5 and I hand him to Limerick and I grab the key out of his hand and I'm just going to start marching down the hallway. I'm looking for a wall made of leaves.
Okay, yeah, there's no hallway. You're on the outside of a ziggurat, but you're climbing up steps on the
I'm
exterior.
going up some
And-
steps.
And as you do, the crowd is no longer following you, but there are 2 guards, Nira, that kind of grin to each other and nod and they just look at you they're amused by you. And they say, yes, you mentioned you are one of us in your riveting speech.
Thank you. I would say more, but you've really said it all. It was riveting. Can you point me towards the Hansuk?
I believe at this point we are happy to escort you and see what happens. You know, there are more of us up there.
Are we on an edge? Like, is these stairs? It's like a pyramid then, and it's getting
Totally. Yeah,
So
there's
I'm
like
gonna-
a whole yard. There's like little steps, and then on either side there's like a whole yard of a place for a man to fall. Sure.
Right. I imagine like there's always the more carved out steps in the middle, and then like more solid blocks on the sides. of the
Totally.
stairs.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what you're experiencing.
And my crew's like right behind me, right?
Yeah,
And
your
we
crew
got
is-
Master Gan.
And you
Damn.
got Master Tam. Yeah.
Master Tam.
I'm gonna go. Are the guards kind of on either side? Or
Yeah,
on
there's
their-
only 2 at the moment. Yeah, and they're flanking you.
Whichever one just said that to me about there being more guards inside, I'm gonna get really close to his face, like I'm about to say something. And then I just spin and then I throw my whole body into him. So he's experiencing discord. And in that moment of shock, I want to like knock him in his midsection so he falls back and off of the ziggurat.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And
Yeah,
then I assume that somebody else is going to make a move with the other guard.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna say that's gonna be combat. You've initiated combat, but that is a sneak attack. This is great. Okay, so
It
real
sounds like
quick-
Ray initiated with the trash talk there.
fair enough. So go ahead and roll a strength check, and it'll be versus this person's strength, which is 12. So, oh no, that's it's 12. It's 12.
Is the surprise a boon?
Absolutely, total sneak attack. That's a boon. Do you have any other?
Maybe because I'm also giving him discord with my armor, my vine armor made of chaos, that it would sort of put him at a disadvantage.
Yeah, sure. Another boon. That's fine. Yeah, but and you're not going to have to push for that.
Her dice are on fire. It's a 20.
Yay!
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this man has just like grinned at you like good luck, and you just spin on him and shoulder him over the edge. He totally plummets to he plummets 2 yards down, 2 huge blocks down. But the other thing he does do is yell, "Get them!" And some of the guards from the pod pit, the prison, and some guards from the God, what word did I give?
Alcazar.
Alcazar.
Alcazar, yes, the Alcazar. They come running down. So we're all in combat now. I'm going to say there are 4 guards coming at you. 1 guard still here. Seekers get to go first. Fast actions first, and then slow actions.
How far away are the guards that are coming at us?
They are not too far. They're like 50 yards.
Ooh, okay.
And they're above you. So which of you 4 want to make a fast action? Fast actions are either an action or a movement, but not both. Slow actions are an action and a movement.
I would take a fast action.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Can I do a fast action? Well, because I can leap and I'm already fast. Could I do it's kind of like what I did with the beetles, walking beetles, or whatever those things are. Jump up and just come down again on one of these guards.
Yeah, I would say that's slow, just because that's a movement and an action.
Gotcha. Okay.
Even if you are lighter than air, it doesn't take away the movement. So
Actually, there is the charge action, which is when you use an action to charge, you make attack rolls and challenge rolls with 1 bane until the end of the round. Move up to your speed. At any point during your movement, make 1 attack with a melee weapon.
Okay. So sure then, for a bane, you can make that a fast action. Thank you, Pyrus.
Yeah, page 69 in case you need it. Heyo.
Heyo.
But that is what I would like to do. That's the only reason why I know about it.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
So yeah, I want to go up to the one that's closest to Nira, and I grab my spiked club, and I am just going to take a swing at this guy with a bane.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. So you can do that. The other thing is, because Master Hunter Tam is with you, you have some bonuses. So you definitely have telepathy with them, and both of you, when Master Hunter Tam and you attack, you each do 1d6 extra damage. So go ahead and make that roll with a charge. That'll be your melee strength versus the guard, and the strength is 12 that you're trying to beat.
Ooh, that's a natural 20. But
oh my gosh!
Do I roll a bane for that too?
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll a bane.
All right, 2. So down to 18.
So 18.
Plus my strength is 13, I believe, so brings it up to 21.
Amazing. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll for damage, and you're communicating with Master Tam. Is he doing the same thing?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so you guys are you're tag teaming this guy, this nameless guard, and there he is. Great. Okay, so hold on, give me 1 second, because he's got something cool he can do. Oh, okay. So no, he gets another d6 of damage. So 10 plus 4 is 14. That'll still help. And then, so how much damage do you do?
I have a spike club, which is a d6, so that would be 2d6, I'm assuming, because of battle trance.
Yes.
All right. So I communicate with him that I will go high and he will go low.
Okay. And how much damage do you do?
10.
10, and he does 5, so that's 15. That's enough to bring him down. Describe what happens, because this guard is dead.
So using our battle link, he runs in and he goes in with a low sweeping hook kick as I come up with my spike club, and I just smash him down into the ground as he comes up into the air, and I come down on top of him.
Amazing. Okay, so this is like another version of what you and Onyx were able to do, and not only do you like hit him at both ends, you kind of do it like this. So you just kind of catapult him, and he cartwheels through the air. Okay. Onyx, what do you got?
Well, I'm gonna start picking them off. I guess the guards that are up on the steps with my bow and arrows.
Yeah, great.
So if they're coming down, and I'd love to do a called shot, and called shot, which would be an attack specific location on the target's body, aiming for the heart.
Woo! Okay, I love it.
And you use this option only if the target has a physical body, whatever. Make the attack roll with 2 banes. On the success, the attack has an additional effect as it's determined by the keeper. Attacking a creature's eyes might impose 1 bane on all rolls. The target makes that rely on sight, for example.
Yeah, I got you.
So, and I'm wondering if I can stack that with Seize Advantage, which I think would take one of those banes off.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nira instigated basically a sneak attack, and so you're seizing the advantage of the chaos.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll to hit. This is your agility or your weapon. It's a bow, so it's your agility.
Yeah. Well, okay. So that's not bad. So I have it's going to be a 13 plus 1 bane.
Okay.
That's a 4. So what's that, a 9?
A 9. Yeah, a 9 won't quite hit.
Yeah.
But so you were going for his heart, but he saw it coming. He saw you draw back your bow, and he did a short little tumble down the steps. I'm gonna say they're making fast actions. They're just gonna run straight to you. All 4 of them are. Their main goal is just to get to you. They're not gonna attack you. They just want to get as close to you as possible. So all 4 of them those are their fast actions. Even though I didn't ask you, Sonia and Nira, what your if you wanted to do fast actions. Is that okay? Or do you want to do fast actions?
I want to use my deadly harpoon, but it's a melee weapon. I don't know if it's particularly fast.
Okay, yeah, I will. Well,
does it count as a fast action?
If they're already there, but it would no. So you would have to I would wait till slow because then they're not attacking you, so you could just attack them.
Well, I want to use it ranged.
So maybe then yes,
or
fast action.
Yeah, barreling down.
Total fast action then.
Okay,
so
well, it's a deadly
harpoon.
Yeah, it was the one that was gifted to me as I lived with the seafarers. It killed the sea serpent, and of course, it's tipped with bone and made of woven sea vines. So let's see. I'll throw it, huh?
Yeah, let's see if you hit.
Cool. Well, did my time with the seafarers perhaps give me a boon?
On an attack? No.
Yeah, okay, it's an 8.
Okay, you also missed. So you threw it, so you are no longer in control of this harpoon, right?
Yeah, no, I imagine it clatters down.
Yeah, it clatters down. So yeah, you let it loose, and it is on the steps. We'll see if they pick it up. Both you and Onyx just swung wide and missed. And what about Sonia?
So I want to have Palm and we're just going to swoop in. I would like to engage my beast aspect, which is +2 perception, +2 speed, 1d6 extra damage. And I look at Palm and I'm like,
amazing.
Remember that time? And we just want to lunge forward and just maul the hell out of someone.
Awesome. So that's awesome. I would say that's a slow action because you're moving and attacking. So they're going to run towards you guys. And that's all they're going to do. And then you can attack them. So go ahead so you don't have to move at all, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Cool. So I got a 17 on the die.
That will hit.
Cool. So I don't know how you want to do this with my beastie and
right. Yeah, go ahead and that's a really good question. I'm gonna have to I didn't even think about that. I think I don't know. That is
I'll do whatever you want me.
I want Palm to attack. So but roll a different attack for Palm.
Okay, so I rolled 2d6 because of the things, +2. So that's 5 + 6 + 2.
13.
Yeah.
Man.
That was
for
me.
That was for you. Okay, let's say that we're running out of time. So let's say that Palm finishes your guy off. So just describe how you and Palm together maul this man into his death.
So they're like running towards us, and Paul
Yeah.
and I are like see it, and we kind of also charge towards him, and the two of us just launch him back like 10 feet, and then we just start shredding, and my eyes go like yellow with slits, and my claws come out, and we're just shredding him to bits.
Yeah. So you're just making like fabric, right? Like just tearing him apart. Amazing. And Paul's really feeding on his guts anyway. You at the end of this round, you all see this a man appear out of his dome at the top of the ziggurat, and next to him is this enormous beetle, but it almost stands. It's got like 8 legs, and 4 of them are up, and it bends, and so the other 4 are down on the ground. And so it almost looks like it's standing up, almost like a centaur, or almost like a person, really. And you see everything that Master Tam warned you about. This is like a torture chamber. It's not metal, but it's like his carapace is totally. It's like nails coming out of his abdomen, and the legs of this creature just has spikes on the ends coming out of his legs as well. Perfect for grabbing or I don't know, sticking humans as if they're hors d'oeuvres. You see the man he's got pale skin and dark black hair. We have a picture of him with his animal. 31, Becca.
Wait. In his chair?
Not in his chair.
Wait.
The one below the.
I got you.
Did I not save it? Okay.
Don't have numbers. There we go.
Okay. So.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like a mega
card.
And Master Tam looks over at Onyx, and he says, "Only if necessary." So it's the beginning of the new round. Any fast actions?
Are they all next to us now, the guards?
Yes, there are 3 guards next to you.
Yeah, I'll take a fast action too.
Yeah, I'd like to just start swinging
Your glass
my
out?
axe. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with the bone link whip with crystal shards that are in it that are just going to.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
So I'm going to focus that. Let's see. I can do. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Exploit. I'm going to do exploit weakness on one of the guards.
Okay.
Which is an attack with 1 bane, but I do 2d6 extra damage.
Amazing.
And if it's a melee, I'd love to do it with well, how close is it to us? He's pretty close, right?
Yeah, they're right up on you. You can melee them, yeah.
Yeah, so whatever. I'll just do the exploit weakness.
Okay. Trying to get a 12 or higher?
That's a 12.
All right. Awesome. Okay, so
it's 1 bane, but okay.
all right.
That's not good. That's a 6.
Oh, Onyx, you're so good at spending money, and you're so good at spending money. So you kind of get a little freaked out. I'm imagining that this is you. Oh, they're coming. Ah!
No!
Oh, they're here. Ah! And that's kind of all you get. You're just a little freaked out. Master Hunter Tam just looks over at you and goes, "Whoa, you remind me of your grandfather. He was really good at spending money." Okay.
I've been away from the aisle for
any other fast actions?
Well,
yes, I would like to take a fast action as well. So one of the other two guards that he is not targeting, or Onyx is not targeting, I want to communicate with Tam and go after this guy.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so the next one. So Tam is going to attack as well. So let's pick one guy and go for it. Tam's got
Okay.
8 plus 4. 14. 14 for Tam, so he'll hit.
I got a 9, so I'll probably miss.
A 9 will miss, but he gets 2d6 plus 2 is 8 plus 2 is 10, but he gets another d6 because he's fighting with you. Plus 5, 8 plus 5 is 13. Yeah, Tam just like murder hobos this guy. I mean, you swung and the guy ducked, but when he ducked, Tam just like put his obsidian knife right up into his face. So working together with these demon hunters, there's nothing to be said for them. Sonia, sorry.
Actually, one last thing. Can I look at the last guy and just tell him, "Come at me"?
Yes. There are actually, you can.
Can you jump off the side of the ziggurat?
Yeah, the guy, absolutely. He jumps off he definitely jumps off the top of the ziggurat, and he's like, "No, take me, Gaia, take me!" And you see,
So hard to get death soldiers when they keep being so ready to die.
and yes, Yansok from the top of the ziggurat looks at you, and he just slow claps.
No.
And he says from the top, his voice is louder than it should be, and his beetle just kind of skitters around, and even the beetle's steps are like thunderous on the stone. And he says, "Thank you for feeding the essence to the wellspring. I imagine it is you. It is I you have come to see. Well,
That's right.
I would be happy to accept your essence."
I think you misunderstand us. It is you who will be sacrificing your essence today, Yansok.
He nods and smiles at you, and he like touches his big old beetle like this as he wanders back into his alcazar, and the beetle kind of rears up like this and walks down the steps where there is a bit of a fence, living vines, and the fence itself opens up and lets the beetle come through. And as it approaches you, we're going to stop for the night.
Who didn't see that coming?
It's 8:59, and we had.
Well timed. Oh
Well
my
done.
gosh. Epic fight.
Oh,
I guess you chose force. I guess it was force and not stealth or submission, which is totally your call.
Well, they were looking at us already. I mean,
Force has kind of been our MO this whole campaign.
it all started when I plucked a mushroom.
Yeah.
Well-
Yeah.
Any final thoughts before we take off for the night?
Oh,
Uh,
y'all are so close to the
Dying.
wellspring.
uh,
You're very close. Wonder what's going to happen next time.
what could go wrong?
Yeah,
What could go wrong?
Just a
Nothing.
That's not
giant
threatening at all.
killer beetle on its way to attack us, but other than that, we're good.
Oh my
Violence
goodness.
solves everything.
Oh, thanks so much, everybody. Thanks to everybody watching at home. Amy, incredible job. I'm going to remove our fearless players. Thanks once more to Satine Phoenix, Jeremy Walker, and Chris Wu. Amy, you crushed it as always. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Oh, sorry. Got it right off in the bye. We'll see you guys next week. Come back here for another session. Same place, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific. And that is also, very importantly, the day when the Asunder Kickstarter goes live. If you want a signal boost, we love that. It's going to be on Kickstarter November 17th. And the Kickstarter campaign for Asunder is going to go live with 2 source books, 2 sets of minis, a novel, the Keeper screen. Oh my gosh, I have pictures of all this stuff. Let me show you right now. There we go. A gorgeous, gorgeous minis that are hiding from me. There they are. And if you want to craft your own character, you can do that as well by checking out the Quick Start Guide. You can go to the bit.ly link /AsunderQSG, and that's going to be in our YouTube video notes. Make sure you come back in one more week. And thanks so much for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
The world is broken. Broken by the gods who gave it life, then abandoned it. We have been left to fend for ourselves, our divine essence bonding with the plants, which we reshaped into weapons, bonding with the sea, which then reshaped us. Next was the insects, and then the beasts of the land. We found remnants of the gods, chaos, the power to transform reality. But it was not meant for us to wield. The secret societies, with both noble and selfish goals, have tried to control it. Something has changed. Gaia has awoken from her slumber, and Asunder has begun to devour itself. The Naga have betrayed the Alliance. Demons flood the Black Isle, and the dead have begun to rise. Most deny the end is coming. We've seen the signs, cannot turn back. We are the Seekers, and we will find the answers wherever they take us. Our story can be your story.